this video finds you all well. Welcome to Grandma Katie's Custom Quilts. My name is Karen, and I appreciate you being here. So, if you have seen any of my previous videos, you will have heard me say that not only do I quilt and sew, but I crochet and knit and cross stitch as well. And tonight, you caught me in the middle of finishing up crocheting sleeves to a jean jacket. So that's what I'm doing this evening. And you ask me, well, how do you get that yarn onto the fabric in the first place? Well, let me show you. I have this rotary cutter, and see the blades? See how it has all those ridges on it? So each one of those little tiny ridges makes a hole in the fabric, and it makes it the exact stitch length that I need to go to the next stitch. So it's an automatic, natural, when I go to put the hook in for the next stitch, it's the exact space that I need to do that. So what I did was I took that rotary cutter and I went around the sleeve part. So see, you can see where I have the stitches. So I went all the way around the edge of the sleeve with the rotary cutter. So that enabled me to begin crocheting. So the foundation row that I did is a double crochet because I wanted it to be a good, sturdy, long stitch. So the very first foundation row is double crochet. Everything else is a half double crochet. So, and I can't put the jacket on because it's too small for me, so I am not going to model this for you. But here is the first sleeve. I don't know if I can get that all the way in there or not. So, after I hit about row 40, I started decreasing and tapering the sleeve down so I could get this nice little cuff on there. Okay, so that's what I have been working on this week, besides a set of bowl cozies. So I've actually got 3 projects going at the same time. So I'm doing this. I'm working on a set of bowl cozies. There are 45 of those. And then I am still working on hand quilting the Cancer Survivor quilt. So, anyway, that's what I've got going this week. That's the reason you haven't seen a video yet this week, is because I'm working on 3 projects at the same time, and I'm splitting my time between all 3 of them and trying to get them done. This sweater, and I've been doing a lot of late nights, so I've been kind of tired too. But anyway, this is Saturday, and I promised this jacket to the lady at church tomorrow. So here I sit on a Saturday afternoon, evening, finishing up crocheting these sleeves. Anyway, that's what I've been doing this week, just to let you all know. If you haven't seen a video from me, I've got more than one thing going this week. And sometimes I do that. I get myself in a little bit of a fix because I take on too much at the same time, not realizing, thinking I have, I'm going to get things done a little quicker than I am, and not realizing sometimes things, sorry about all the bouncing around and everything, but I have to keep adjusting this jacket so I can get around this sleeve. But anyway, so yeah, sometimes I bite off a little more than I can chew, but I get them done anyway, and this jacket is getting finished, and the bowl cozies are going to be finished. I had to slow down a little bit because of being tired. Anyway, I'm getting the projects done. I'm getting them done. Trying to get my table cleaned off again. And just when I get the table cleaned off, here comes another project that needs to be done. So that's the way it goes. That's the way it goes. When you're busy, things happen and it gets piled up. And the other thing I do with the sleeve, let me just tell you that, as I'm doing the sleeve, I have to put stitch markers in, and because it helps me to count the rows, so I put a stitch marker every 10 rows. Okay, so there's 10, there's 20. I'm on row 29. When I get to row 30, I'll put another stitch marker until I get to row 40, and then I'll start decreasing my rows. That just saves trouble on me counting rows. I don't have to stop and count again and again and again. With this particular jacket, I've got 60 stitches that I'm doing right now. So then I'll go from 60 down to 50, and then 50 down to 40, 40 down to 30, 30 down to 20. When I get down to 20 stitches, that's when I'll do the cuff. So anyway, that is what I'm working on right now. And that, I know that sounds a little bit detailed and everything. And I did, when I was asked to do this, I went on YouTube and I watched several videos on putting sleeves on a jean jacket, because I figured there had to be a tutorial out there somewhere. Interestingly enough, none of them showed how they added the yarn to the jacket. So I just figured it out myself, because this rotary cutter I use to edge fleece blankets. Now, you've all seen the fleece blankets where they cut the little flanges and then they tie them. I don't like tying fleece blankets. I don't know. It's sloppy, and to me it would come apart, and I don't like tying fleece blankets, okay? Bottom line, just not my preference. So I figured out finding this. So when I get to the fleece blankets, and I do have a batch of them that I will be working on, I go around the edge with my serger, and then I very carefully use a ruler, one of my, anyway, and I go 1/4 inch from the edge of where I serged it. I go 1/4 of an inch in, and I use this to make the holes around the blanket so I can crochet around the edge. And they look so much nicer when you crochet around the edge. They come out nicer. So that's what I do, and I always donate those to the Linus Project. So anyway, that's what I'm doing this week. Sorry about rambling, if I'm rambling or if none of this makes sense to you or whatever. I hope it makes sense. I don't mean to go back and forth. I'm just just trying to get this done, and my brain keeps going to several different places, and thinking about, I'm sitting here doing this, and I think, well, I could be getting some more of those bowl cozies done, and then when I'm doing the bowl cozies, I feel like I need to be crocheting, and just, one project at a time. Bottom line, one project at a time, get it done, then you can step into the next one and finish it. So I can say that I'm glad I started them, when I did. It takes time to get these things done, because it does take time to crochet. I timed myself. It takes about 4 minutes to do one row. I'm not sure why it takes me that long. I guess I could be crocheting a little faster than I do, but I don't. Everybody has their own pace and their own method and their own thing that they do. So, and my hands get tired sometimes, so I take a break and do something else for a few minutes. Get up and move around the house a little bit. Take a walk, go check the mail, stuff like that. So anyway, this is just, this is what I've been doing all week. So there it is. There you have it. And I am videoing some of the bowl cozies and my progress on those. And this is the only video I've done on crocheting this jacket. And by the way, I have never done this before. I'm just kind of guessing on a lot of this. Some of the jackets that I saw, they had different, everybody uses a different stitch. They use their own method. I saw several of them where people did granny squares for the sleeves. And I'm tired of doing granny squares. I don't want to attach granny squares to a jacket. I don't know. And the person who requested this requested black yarn. So I figured my best bet, one of my favorite stitches is the half double crochet. It's quick, it's easy. I figured I could get it done. And so I am. So here I am getting this done. So anyway, I can get this to church to her in the morning and feel good about myself and say, I did a good week's work. So anyway, again, there you have it. Crocheting sleeves on a jean jacket. And I will make sure that I put the finished product in the video when I get this sleeve done. Okay. Thanks for listening to me. Thanks for putting up with me. I appreciate all of my subscribers, whoever you are. I appreciate you watching. I appreciate you subscribing. Thank you very much. And so if you're new to my channel, please hit the like button and please subscribe. And if you see any of my videos and you have comments or questions, I welcome those. Please leave comments and or questions if you have them about anything that I'm doing. So I do welcome that. And if you have a bit of a criticism, please put that in there too. Just be nice about it, though, please. Be nice about your criticisms. That's all I ask. So anyway, okay.
last few stitches on the cuff, getting this sweater, or getting the sleeves on this jacket finished so I can take it to church in the morning. Okay, all done. Now I'm going to turn the sleeve right side out so I can get that last, get that seam sewn together. Here we go. Pull the yarn through, tighten that down. There we go. I didn't need quite that much yarn. And the reason I sew this with like a tapestry needle, it's a plastic one, is because you don't get this big bulky seam if you use your tapestry needle and just weave the yarn down the seam. You don't get a big bulky seam thing going on. It looks much nicer. It's flat. And you can't even really tell that anything has been done. When I'm joining together, like if I'm joining two squares together for an afghan, or I'm doing a seam like this or something, I like the seam to be flat. Although I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos on joining squares for afghans and stuff, there are lots of decorative stitches that people are doing now. So it's actually popular now to do the raised seams on afghans with decorative stitches, which is nice. It makes it look really nice. I'm just going to get this weaved into a few more stitches here, and then I am finished. And the reason I'm speaking in a lower tone is because it's nighttime. It's very late, and I don't know. I'm just talking quiet. Okay. I am completely finished with. So there is the second sleeve. So now both the sleeves are finished, and it just looks really nice. I'm loving it. Let me see if I can get, here it is. But I am finished with this. I got one project completed tonight, which makes me very, very happy. I always like it when I get a project completed and I can send it out the door and say, I'm done.
So I will see you in the next video. There will be another video later this week regarding the bowl cozies. So that is it for now. Y'all have a great weekend. Have a wonderful Sunday.